Hey, what's up, guys? E3 2019. This is an absolute joy to be in this. Standing here with Aaron. So give us a scoop of who you are, and then we'll go into all this excitement that's happening here.
All right, so my name is Aaron Wade, and I am the head of PR for Arcade 1UP. And what we are doing here is we are the world's first at-home arcade system. So basically, our entire purpose of our company is so people like you can bring home that retro arcade experience that you know and love. So what we've done is we've taken your traditional arcade, we've shrunk it down just a little bit, and basically made it so you can assemble it like an IKEA kit and then have it in your house.
Yeah.
So we've got one sitting right behind me. You can kind of see the form factor. It's really super cool.
Absolutely. So it's amazing to see the changes that are happening because I grew up with the arcade vibe, right? The world of arcades, going and paying 25 cents or 50 cents and then getting beaten in Street Fighter, a lot. And I'm like, oh, should I put another quarter in there to try again? So now we're at a place now with the consoles and the retro systems that are making a huge comeback that we don't have to do those things anymore, but yet the feel is all there.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's like kind of where Arcade 1UP came from. So basically, like, our history was that our CEO, Scott Bacharach, had this really cool experience where he went and he picked up a plug-and-play machine, played with it for a couple of hours, had a great time, but then he never touched it again. And eventually he just brought it into the office, it sat on his desk, and eventually someone was like, hey, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's this plug-and-play system. And he's like, well, why don't you play it? And he's just like, you know what, I can't figure out. It was missing something. And after a lot of conversations and kind of really like soul-searching, if you will, he figured out it's missing the wood, the buttons, the joysticks, the sounds.
It's not the same.
It's just not the same. You're missing something. And there was something to be said for sitting there draining your entire week's allowance into something like, a Street Fighter or a Mortal Kombat. And that really was what was missing for him. And so he started to figure out a way to bring home that arcade experience. And as he was developing the products, he found that there were three major reasons that people don't buy an arcade cabinet. One, the cost. They're like $3,000. Two, the size. They're like 6 feet tall. And the last one is the weight. They weigh like 300 pounds. You need like 6 people to lift that into an apartment.
So geek out with me a little bit. How did you fit what we've known and loved over the years into that size?
Well, all right. It's proprietary technology, but basically the secret, really, is that there's updated tech now. It's not a giant tube TV back there anymore. We get to use something like an LCD screen, and computers are way smaller than they were before. So that's basically the secret sauce, is you have to shrink that down. Now, the other thing that we're doing that's very unique in the arcade retro space is we're fully licensed. Everything that you see in our booth, everything that you see on our website, it's all 100% made with people like Atari or Capcom or Konami.
So for you watching, we're going to give you an overview of what's happening in the booth right now. So starting with this section here, take us around of what we have here at E3 2019.
So what we've got right here is just over here, we've got Street Fighter 2, which is one of our first lineup cabinets, and it's, your standard, like, beat 'em up style Street Fighter games, right? It comes with 3 different versions of Street Fighter 2 on it, so you can play the way that you remember playing based on the arcade. Right next to that, we have one of our brand new titles, Marvel Superheroes. And that one comes with 3 different Capcom titles on it. So your Marvel Superheroes, your X-Men Children of the Atom, which was my
was that with Kuma in there?
That was the one where, I could hear my mom being like, do not put another quarter in that machine. Don't do that. And then the last one on that machine is the Punisher. So your traditional Final Fight style beat 'em up game.
And then we have,
next to that, we've got Star Wars. So this
Star
one
Wars,
was
guys.
just announced today.
Star Wars.
This is the only one on the market that is the true arcade-style game. So you may see some other ones out there. They're not 100% authentic. They're not, they're ports based off of our old Atari games. This one right here, this is the true arcade-style ones.
That's awesome.
We've worked very close with Atari to bring this back. It's got 3 separate titles on it: Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
That's
awesome. If we're going to do a Star Wars machine, you got to have that original trilogy, right?
That's awesome. Yeah, it's so much good stuff, man.
And really unique on it is the controller. The original yoke, so you can pilot like an X-Wing, real X-Wing pilot, and take on those bucket heads over at the Empire.
That's awesome, man. So what else we have? I know we have Turtles.
We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over on the other end.
One of my faves.
Which is honestly one of the favorite times of games of all time. It's our first 4-player cabinet, So you can get you and 3 buddies on there.
Which one is that? Manhattan Project or something else?
Oh,
I gotta go check. I gotta go check.
It's got 2 games on it though. It's got the original Turtles game and then Turtles in Time.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
SNES.
amazing.
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Right?
That's good.
See, I can tell how old you are because
man,
how
I'm so
excited you are about
excited.
Turtles in Time.
It's so amazing.
Outside of that, we also have Mortal Kombat. So that one's got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 on it.
Nice.
And you get to play it. It's great. It's got new joysticks, new buttons, so it's really responsive. It was actually approved by Ed Boon himself, the original creator of
That's
Mortal
awesome.
Kombat.
That's awesome, man. You guys are doing a fantastic job. What else we got?
So, well, we got something pretty big that we should show people, eh?
What you? Oh yeah.
Right.
So now this one, I may have to take some B-roll for this one. But if we go to this over here, I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek of that.
It kind of looks like a Thanos. I don't really know if you can tell what it is.
I don't know. We're gonna save.
Yeah.
You want to give the deets
I
on that?
think we should give them the details.
Give them deets on that.
So what we've actually done is we've taken our Marvel Superheroes cabinet and we've blown it way up.
This
a lot
thing
of our
is
fans,
huge.
A lot of our fans give us a little bit of gripe about the fact that we've got small cabinets.
Yeah.
So we did something really big.
This thing is what, 20 feet?
It's 16 feet tall.
Woo!
It is one of the largest arcade cabinets that has ever been built, and it's fully playable.
That's
when
insane.
When you shoot that B-roll, you're going to be able to see these guys like just.
It has a door. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a door.
That's where I'm staying for the show. don't tell E3 security.
That's
that I'm
awesome.
there.
So now for the individuals who are thinking, okay, so I want one. So price points, availability. What's the conversation
So
surrounding
everything
that?
is going to be out before the end of the year. Everything will be under $500. So Marvel Superheroes is going to be at $299. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to be $349, and then Star Wars, we're going to hold back on telling you what this one costs right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But pre-orders are going to be coming soon, so keep your ears listening to our social channels and
Absolutely.
check us out at arcade1up.com.
Oh, thanks so much for your time, man.
All
I
right,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
This was fun.
It was great.